This is Kentucky Hot Brown Boys.
Real sticky. 666.
What that smell like?
What's going on, everybody? Hopefully, I got all the technical bugs worked out here. You guys can actually hear the theme song this week, and you can hear the sounds that Mr. Chubby Friendly dropping over there.
Cunt.
Yeah, hopefully you hear that. So yeah, we got Chubby Friendly in the studio tonight, as always.
Hey, I'm getting introduced in the wrong order.
But it's all good.
Yeah,
this show's fucked anyway.
Wrong fucking alley.
Exactly. Yeah, also in the studio with us, he is my right-hand man. He sits on my left side. He is the leopard sloping, Dusty B.
What's going on, everybody?
What's happening with you, bro?
hey Dusty B.
Hey, what's up, dude?
I feel like I could say hi to you now because I got introduced in the wrong order.
What up, man?
How you doing?
Sorry, guys. sorry, I just fucked it all up. If it makes you feel better, I'm going dead.
No, I like
I didn't
being
even
able-
introduce myself yet.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I like being able to say hi to Dusty B.
Not that it fucking matters.
What's up, bro?
Hey.
But I'm Jerry Saylor, and this is the Kentucky Hot Brown Boys podcast.
Isn't nice?
Our special guest in the studio tonight is the lovely and talented Brittany. I hope I'm going to say this right. Let's try it here. Freudiger.
Correct.
Correctamundo.
Yeah.
How do you say
Good
correct in German?
It's actually correct, but with a K. Not even kidding.
Really?
Yep.
So
Correct.
it's K-rect?
Yep. Correct. Yeah. Germans like to just throw in a K where a C should be. Like that's.
So
their
it's
thing.
harder.
Yeah.
They like to go hard.
They got it. You got to be.
They go
you
hard
know,
in Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Germans go hard, in case you didn't know. You know.
I've seen some German videos. I can
They're
Yeah, giveaway.
definitely tell you that
They're
they
intense.
go hard. Yeah.
we're an intense people.
So
we like a
hard.
hard K. So yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're German?
Very, just a little. I don't know if
Really?
the last name gave it away at all.
Not at all.
But, you know.
German
Not at all.
too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, giveaway.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you weren't like the.
No,
German?
not
You're
not
the-
so much the Hitlery kind.
Okay.
Or like the pretzel beer drinking kind.
Oh, okay.
So
There you go.
yeah, I think the most intense that like any of my ilk ever got was lederhosen. So
Do you have lederhosen?
I don't. I have like the little blousey thing that the
You should have
the beer-
totally.
Yeah,
beer
you should have
like-
come in character, cosplay
Except
German.
for I think you are required to wear pigtails with it, and I don't know if I'd have enough like hair. So
I think
I wouldn't
love
be-
pig
the only thing I
trails.
think you're required to wear with that shirt is just that shirt.
Dude,
Yeah.
throwing pigtails with it makes it even better.
I think that's like a requirement. Like I think you have to.
Really?
Or else, like,
God, I
you
love
know,
'em.
the
No wonder why
Germans-
I'm German.
Yeah.
You could have wore a wig. I'd have been cool with that.
Wigs are itchy. I mean, I don't think people understand how itchy wigs
I've
are.
worn a wig
I've never-
a time or two in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
they're-
Aren't they itchy
Yeah,
and hot?
yeah, they're very
Yeah.
hot. Yeah.
Tell us a story about a time that you wore a wig.
It was like a Halloween thing, and I didn't even I put it on just to try it,
Yeah.
and I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I don't have to wear a wig.
What kind of a wig was it like?
It was like a long black wig.
For what costume?
I don't even.
You're like
fucking
a
know.
witch?
Like I was just being like a freak or some shit, you know.
One of my friends had a bachelorette party, and instead of like, you know, we all dressed in black and wore wigs,
Right.
and I was, yeah, but I was the only nerd that like kept it on, and like I was so hot that I was just like, you know what, like like sweaty hot, and I
Right.
was like, I can either stay and take the wig off and look like a drowned rat, or just peace out, and so I went home.
Oh.
Like, it was
Fair enough.
It was fine. It was also like we were in Nashville and we were at like all of the douchey bars.
It's funny you mentioned
All
Nashville.
the douchey bars.
Me
Oh,
Look
dear
straight
God.
into that camera.
Me and Dusty are headed down to Nashville in the
Really?
morning. Yeah.
Nice.
We got a
for anything.
we got a Predators game to go to.
And again, where's my
dear.
invitation?
This was something that my wife set up. I had nothing to do with this. You're more than welcome to come with us.
Those Predator games are not a joke.
Oh no, they're
Oh
the
my
shit.
God.
They are awesome.
Who are they
show.
playing?
The Blues. Yeah. I
I was
almost
down
said the Blue Jays for a second, but that was way off.
the first time I ever went to Nashville. They had played the Blackhawks.
Oh,
And
man.
oh my
That's a
God.
rivalry
It
right
was
there, yeah.
it was just intense Chicagoans versus intense Nashvillians, and I was
Oh, yeah,
too
they-
drunk to know the difference. So.
They don't take their hockey
They do
lightly
not.
in Nashville.
Which I'm like, you're in the middle of fucking Tennessee. Why are you all about hockey?
Because the
Like,
Titans suck.
yeah,
Eh,
pretty much.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Tennessee basketball is pretty good. Tennessee.
The Vols?
Yeah, the Vols are actually number 2 in the country, or number 1, actually, believe it or not. Yeah,
but
but they're
they're-
1. Duke's 2, which I can't believe.
But they're not professionals. So it
No,
doesn't
but I
fucking
mean,
matter.
dude, college basketball and college football's got a huge following, especially in states that don't have a lot of
Yeah.
professional sports.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
huge.
especially down there. Like,
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah. I don't know what.
Have you been in the middle of Ohio? Every motherfucker's Ohio State fan. If you say one bad thing about Ohio State, like, you're probably gonna get murdered.
I don't know about the middle of Ohio, but I've been in the part of Ohio where it's nothing but farms and flat land.
Yeah,
for
that's
as
a
far
good
as
part
you
of
can see.
Ohio where people are Ohio
Yeah.
State fans. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Until they start paying them, I don't give a fuck about
Yeah,
college.
that'll
football.
never happen.
They.
That's why they did away with college, like all the NCAA video games.
Yeah.
'Cause they were
yeah, the
taking-
license fee and all
yeah,
that. They'd have to.
they were
pay,
using
yeah.
the rights. They were basically using say like I don't know. Say
They're
like
using their stats and
they
likenesses
using
and
their
shit.
stats and likenesses.
Yeah, and, not,
like,
and they couldn't name them.
and they couldn't name them, but they're
Yeah.
like, "This is me, and if this is me, why can't you pay me?" So
That's fucked
Yeah.
up. I
Yeah.
think they should be paid.
I'm angry.
at
I mean,
least.
if I had to do college
something.
classes and then plus all the training that has to
Do
go
you really
into
think they're
it,
doing college classes?
Okay, not
like,
the
how
football-
easy are
not-
the classes?
not
Yeah.
the football
Yeah.
people, but like, I mean, you have the walk-on people who aren't even getting a scholarship to be there.
Yeah.
Like,
Liberal.
shut up.
On point with the sounds.
Yeah. Not wrong. Whatevs.
So, you are obviously the significant other to a guest that we've had previously.
Yes.
Twice. We've had
Yes.
Mr.
Yeah.
Brad Thacker on the show twice
Repeat
now.
offender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how what's it like being his significant other? He seems like a really awesome guy. No,
Yeah.
It is-
And no homo when I say this, but he's an attractive guy. You're a lucky girl.
And as I've said earlier, I think he has more male man crushes than anybody I've ever encountered.
I
He
kind of
has-
got a man crush on him.
He's got a lot of bromances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water. They turn the friggin' frogs gay.
Yeah. No, he's pretty great. He's typical Pisces, so he.
I don't really follow
yeah.
astrological signs, so I have no
Yeah.
clue what the fuck a Pisces
Anybody
is.
who does knows exactly what I mean.
I know I'm an Aries, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Fire sign all the way, biatch.
Yeah, I'm a Aquarius, ruled by Uranus.
That's a fish, right?
Ah.
The
Yeah.
Aquarius.
Chubbs, what are you?
Water bearer, actually.
I'm an Aquarius.
Water.
Oh,
Pisces is the fish.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah,
What are
so-
you, Dusty?
I'm a Libra.
A Libra?
I'm a
liberal?
fucking Libra. Anybody who watches Drag Race knows what I just said. So
Fucking Libra. I
You're
don't know.
welcome.
RuPaul's Drag Race?
RuPaul's Dragways. No, Adore Delano was a fucking Libra. It was pretty great. Yeah. Anyway, talk
Fair
about
enough.
talk about man crush. Like I was like, what does it mean that I have like intense attraction towards a drag queen? That was interesting. I met her.
Piece of
But,
trash.
yeah. So, I don't know how talking about my boyfriend got on Drag Race, but you know.
No, take a step back
As
here
one
a
does.
second
Okay.
here. You said you had
Yeah.
an attraction to a drag queen?
Oh yeah, like I'm like I have like I don't know if it's a lady crush or like a person. I don't know.
No, yeah, that's a
It
little
was
weird.
strange.
Like, would you expect to be fucked by them or just like
I
scissor
don't
them,
know.
like
I-
butthole to butthole?
I don't know because I like Adore in and out of drag. So I like boy Adore and I like in drag Adore.
I'm coming.
And I've stayed out of the lady pond thus far in my life, but
The lady pond.
Trust me, you're missing out big time.
but I'm like maybe that's my foray, like a drag
lady-
queen.
She knows what's up with the lady pond. She's obviously a lady.
The lady pond is so much better than the dude pond.
I mean, we are prettier, so
Yeah. If I was a female, I'd be hardcore
I would do
lesbian.
me. I would do me hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, chicks do smell better, so.
I don't know.
man.
I would rather clean the men's room, in a retail restaurant situation.
I meant
I would
perfume-wise.
rather clean like girls are gross.
Now,
We're
how
fucking
so?
disgusting.
Because
Yeah.
my wife lives in a house with me and two other boys who stand up and piss. Not to mention all my friends that come over and stand up and piss.
Oh,
And she
are we gonna go there?
hates it.
Because
Yeah,
I'm
I
about
want
to.
I want to know
Yeah.
how gross women really are.
Okay, let's break it down.
I've seen,
First
like-
of all, we shed like motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So much hair everywhere. Cleaning up hair out of a sink is probably the grossest thing in the world.
Hair is still not as bad as piss.
What do women do that men don't every month?
Menstruate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What that
so-
smell like?
So that's a whole thing in and of itself.
Cracking myself up.
You know how many times I've ever seen like blood on the toilet seat?
Yeah.
None.
Really?
I've never seen
well,
that.
then your wife is a cleanly human being, because I have a female roommate, and it's a constant, like...
She like Dracula or
Jesus.
something?
I think reverse Dracula. I think we're the ones doing the bleeding,
That's
not
true.
the... Yeah. So, yeah, girls are gross. Just saying. Have you ever worked retail or a restaurant job?
I
You had to clean
worked at
the
Dairy
women's
Queen.
room?
I had to
Yeah.
clean and Chuck E. Cheese had to clean the women's room, and it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen a couple. I've seen turds on the floor.
In the women's restroom?
Yeah.
I could understand like
It's all down the
women's
side of the
bathroom.
toilet, and it's on the floor. I mean, it could have been a kid, but still.
I mean, emergency poop is a real thing.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. I don't know. I've seen some gross stuff in some bathrooms.
I could understand a turd on the floor in the women's restroom.
Yeah.
Because like they don't want
They
germs.
squat. No, women squat. That is
they hover?
The
Yeah.
hover
Yeah.
piss. Whoever invented that needs to die. Like
Yeah.
you cannot. Ugh. It's so like at concerts, people like just pee all over the floor.
That's
because
what I
they're
don't get.
afraid to sit.
Yeah.
Can you stand and pee? Like you
Not
personally, have you
straight
ever
up
tried it?
stand. I can. I mean, I've camped a fair amount in my day, so.
But
You
like
don't, you don't buy the lady funnel.
No, not the whiz. Was it
The Weepy or-
the
the
Wizinator
The
or
whiz-
something like that.
The episode that I listened of this podcast, you guys actually referenced that. I think it's
Really?
She Whiz or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Shiwi.
Yeah.
She-wee,
Yeah.
maybe. I
Maybe.
don't know.
I heard
I
it
just
was
think that would be
awesome.
a pain in the ass to clean.
I just say,
Just
like,
rinse it like a funnel. That's what I'd do.
if I have to piss at
He uses a
a,
beer bong later on.
Yeah.
if I have to piss at either a concert or like an outdoor thing, like and I have to use
It's
a
in the
urine,
stall.
Stand and pee.
I do not give a fuck about the next person that has to use it. I only care about my.
You're an inconsiderate prick, dude.
Well, I mean that's
what's wrong
that's
with
where the
America.
hover piss comes from. They're not talking about, or you're not thinking about the next person. You're thinking like, I don't want my ass to touch this.
Well,
seat.
like, think about it. Say, like, man, say you got a shit, and you're like, man, I got to go to Bogart's in these tiny-ass bathrooms. There's
Right.
A bunch of people, and I got a shit. And you're like, I really got to go, or else I got to walk out of here, and I won't be able to come back in. I really hope the person in front of me decide not to piss all over the seat.
Yeah, but I'm
And you
only
gotta clean
expecting
it.
to have to piss once.
Yeah, but, like, what if you're the person that's got a shit, man?
So,
I don't give a fuck about that person.
So you're saying you go into the toilet to piss?
No. Like, but I had a.
You're
like
an asshole. I love you. I say that with love, but you're an
Where a place
asshole.
has like a porta potty or
Yes.
something? Oh, okay. Well, so a lot of porta potties nowadays have the standing urinal. For
That's
the
true
guys.
on like the
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
Which I would use.
yeah.
Which
But I got-
many a music festival that is not just used for number one.
Yeah,
So,
number
Right.
two.
That's
Yeah.
true.
yeah.
Have you seen people shit in that?
Oh
before?
my! Have you ever been on a third day of a music festival?
No.
They're universally filled.
We're
with
hoping to
you.
go to Whoopstock this year.
Yeah,
Or
whoop,
sorry,
whoop.
Excuse me, Whoopstock. Whoopstock.
Whoop
yeah.
stop.
Is that like the second coming of the Gathering?
Yes!
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes, it
yeah.
is.
I want to go to the Gathering more
Yeah.
than anything in my life.
Do you really?
Yes.
Yeah, we do too.
Let's go.
I just as like an observer, and
Yeah.
I'm sure, but like, don't I?
You gonna drag Brad with you?
Oh my, he would go.
Yes! We all need to go.
Oh my God, I would.
we need to
love
get a camper,
Yeah.
and we need to go.
I have a 12-person tent, but I don't know if I trust the Juggalos with just canvas walls.
No.
Yeah, they put
You
their
need,
hatchets
like-
right through that
yeah.
motherfucker.
You'd
Fireworks.
spray it
or
down with
something.
Fago,
Yeah,
and you'd be
yeah.
all sticky the
Yeah.
whole time.
That's what I'm saying. We need to find somebody that's got a camper. We could probably talk
You
my
can rent
dad into
one.
going.
Yeah. Your dad would go?
Dude, my dad's been to Sturgis. He
Oh,
knows how
yeah.
to get down.
Oh, Sturgis is foul.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard
it's-
Sturgis is foul. Like, you have
Oh
some
my
80-year-old
God.
chicks giving blowies with their titties hanging out.
Oh
yeah.
my
What
God.
that smell like?
It's like every suburban dad gone wild. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad's
Wow.
been there. I've seen pictures and videos. It gets fucking wild.
Really?
The only thing missing is like dudes in face paint
I used
and
to
Fago.
I used to belong to a gun club.
Which gun club?
It's technically called, I don't know, whatever. I'm gonna blow up their spot. It's called Southwestern Ohio Conservation Club, and I helped run the trap league there. And
Like
there's
my dad used to shoot
Yeah.
trap. Yeah.
And there was a guy, not shitting you, his name was Dick Lips. Not kidding. And
What that smell like?
Dick Lips, if you're watching this, I love you. But he went to Sturgis, and he presented as this mild mannered little dude, and he came back, and I saw him showing the pictures, and it was like.
And you were like, "Holy
45
shit, Dick
I'm like,
Lips! I see your Dick Lips."
I'm like, Dick Lips. Oh my God.
Dead giveaway.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
guess.
Luckily,
go with your namesake.
when my dad showed me the video and the pictures, he didn't incriminate himself at all, which was smart.
So like any trans.
You gotta like hide that from your child. I feel, but
yeah. But yeah, we could totally probably talk my dad into going. Just be like, look, Dad, it's like what 4 days?
Yeah.
It's like 4 days is just a bunch of fucked up people getting fucked up and listening to shitty music. Like you can just hang out in your camper and watch satellite TV.
Dude, he's got satellite TV.
Yeah.
Oh man.
especially in a camper.
And it'd be air conditioned and shit.
Yeah,
It'd
that's
be
where it's
super
at.
nice.
Dude, it would be so
I'm gonna
fucked
ask him
up.
about that. I'm gonna ask him.
Do it.
Be like, look, we need to borrow your truck, and your camper this summer.
Dude, I'll take
So-
vacation and skip going to Minnesota to go to Woopstock.
Yeah.
So is
Dead
it really
serious.
called Woopstock now?
Yeah.
Last year it was
Last
called
year it was
Woopstock.
Woopstock,
I don't
yeah.
know if they're continuing the
Because
name.
I know
I'm
the
sure they will.
Gathering had its issues.
Yeah.
I mean,
They probably changed the name of it for
yeah,
that reason.
PR
Yeah.
purposes.
Woopstock's fucking great.
You gotta
I think it's good.
You gotta
The commercials
rebrand
are
every now and
awesome.
again.
Yeah.
It's important.
Yeah. Dude, when Jerry showed me the Woopstock commercial, I fucking lost it.
Oh, it wasn't like a commercial. It was like a 30-minute
was like, yeah.
infomercial.
Yeah, it was basically breaking down like what the whole event was and had like
Yeah.
a bunch of all the
Highlights.
highlights
and
of the
stuff.
people that are going to be there.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen? There's a documentary on how the women of the Gathering, all the juggalettes, took back the like the beauty pageant. I guess.
Oh yeah.
It was really like it was kind of cool. They were like because I guess before then it used to be just basically who could do the raunchiest thing on stage, and then they're like, no, we're gonna actually turn it into a talent show,
Yeah.
and it was really cute. Like I think it was a Vice.
I was going to
like,
say,
mini
that was a
doc
Vice
or
video,
something.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fell down a Gathering juggalo like rabbit hole one time and just like watched everything. It's fascinating.
They're taking the DMT.
That's one thing I'd be a little weary about because I've watched a lot of documentaries about the Gathering and stuff.
Yeah.
And you hear a lot about tainted drugs.
Yeah.
Where
They
there's
got the
actually,
testers there.
Yeah, I would say they've actually got like a group of testers.
I'm pretty sure.
that'll test your drugs
Yeah.
for you.
I'm pretty sure that's a good life rule is to not take drugs from a juggalo. Like
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's up
Jerry
there.
attracts
That's
juggalos.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's that?
I'm like a juggalo fucking magnet.
Yeah.
Seriously, we can be at a concert, any fucking concert.
They find you.
They
He
find me.
finds them too.
Well, either or. Like I can spot them fucking
We have
a
an
mile
awesome
away.
awesome little game that we play.
Yeah, we play Spot the Juggalo.
Yeah.
It's usually depending on the concert. It's hard. It's a little bit harder. Sometimes you gotta spot tattoos.
Yeah.
Yes.
But those are dead
Yeah,
giveaways.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
Good-
they
good
can't
game.
help.
Yeah,
it.
giveaway.
They advertise
Yeah.
if
Oh,
they're.
Yeah.
We saw Slayer last year.
That
when
was
they
the
were here,
hardest one.
And we were like, all right, let's play Find the Juggalo or Find the Hatchet Man tattoo. And we were like hardcore searching, and we were like staring. I just still remember like looking, and Jerry's like, look at this. And he pointed one out. And, then,
And he was like 10 feet away from us.
yeah. And then like 15 minutes later, he found another one. So like I think whoever loses has to buy drinks.
Yeah.
I think the next thing we need to do is like whoever gets a picture with it or a selfie with it
Yeah.
gets a drink or some shit like
The
that.
the actual tattoo or like just the person.
both or either or the
Okay.
tattoo or the person.
Gotcha.
You should turn it into a drinking game. Like if you spot it, you just like yell Juggalo, and,
Yeah.
and if you didn't spot it, you have to drink.
Yeah. Juggalo shot.
My friends have a game called we just call it the man bun game.
Yeah.
And so if you see somebody with a man bun, and you yell man bun, you get to kick the person of your choosing in the group in the ass. Like
Nice.
that's just our rule.
The man bun.
That's a
game.
pretty fun game.
And it's funnier the drunker you get, because the more like the less conscious you get about the person with the man bun knowing that you're talking about them.
Right.
Like you're just
So
like,
you just
man bun.
scream out
Yeah.
man bun.
Yeah, and
You-
then they look. It's like
You ever play the penis game?
Oh, man.
not since probably 6th grade. But
I'm so good at the
um,
penis game.
Dusty
You're the
gives
king-
zero
king-
fucks.
I did
How does it feel to be
literally give zero
king of the
fucks.
penis
It's
game?
awesome because last time we played it, we were at Lowe's checking out.
Shortest game ever. Shortest game ever. I'm talking to the checkout lady, and I forget how we even started talking about it, but like we just mentioned the penis game, and then Dusty just fucking a line full of fucking people. He just yells penis as loud as he can.
Like I got red faced,
Yeah. I was just like, well, he won that.
and it echoed all through Lowe's, and the girl.
penis.
Yeah,
penis.
and the
Yeah.
girl behind the counter was just like looking at him like, I'm sorry, I had to do it. She's like, it's cool. I ain't gonna get in trouble for it.
I had to
Wrong
win the
fucking
game.
alley.
It was funny. Yeah, I used to play that stupid game all the time.
Speaking of games here.
How do you
Go
win?
ahead.
Hold on. How do you win? I need to know because I don't.
Whoever's
just
loudest.
Whoever like, and
Whoever
then
screams
somebody
penis
isn't.
the loudest, yeah.
Then everybody else is embarrassed to say it louder.
Pretty
Yeah.
much,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you for breaking that down.
No,
Yeah,
no
giveaway.
problem. No problem at all.
Yeah,
More
give
you
it
know,
away.
the more you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Last week, I don't know if you watched last week's episode. The audio was horrible.
I
so-
tried and I couldn't. Sorry,
yeah,
guys.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. We started a new thing. We've got it's like a question game, I guess you could say. If you look behind you to your left, you'll notice the little Debbie snack cake rack.
Ooh.
That's got
oh Lord.
it's got a lot of different random questions on it.
Yeah.
What I'd like for you to do now is walk over, pick three of
Pick
them at random.
3. Okay.
Yeah, you can't look at them, but just pick three at random,
at
and then
random.
we're gonna play this game here.
Alright, I'm gonna try not.
Bing.
Wow.
Wow. All right. Now, if you hand them to me, I'll read them off to
These
you.
are quite secure.
How
Yes.
about each of us take one?
Okay, yeah, that'll work.
That's a good idea, man.
I'll give that one to you.
Do I get to like plead the fifth if I don't want to answer?
No, you picked the
Oh,
question.
man.
You picked them, so
Oh,
you
You
got to.
have to at
man.
least give an answer.
Oh,
A
man.
answer.
This one's not too
An
bad.
answer.
Mine's pretty fucking.
Is it bad?
Yeah.
Okay, Chubbs, what about you? Is yours bad?
I like it.
Mine's kind of tame.
Yeah, mine's cool.
Mine's not.
I'll start it off here.
Okay.
Do you eat food that's past the expiration date if it still smells and looks fine?
No.
No?
No, I am a psycho.
What that smell like?
It's got to be within like even if it's like the day or two before. No. I'm
Really?
a psycho. My roommate yells at me all the time for throwing shit out.
As long as it looks and
No.
smells good, I'm
Fucking gross,
I'll
no.
fucking
So like if it's
eat
like
it
a
bad.
day old milk,
No,
Really?
yeah,
You're not touching
especially
that?
You don't
dairy.
sniff test
that's
milk?
how I am too.
I sniff
Yeah.
test milk.
No.
Chocolate milk's pretty decent. I've drank like 4-day-old chocolate milk.
Oh.
As long as it smells
I'm like that
good.
with
Yeah.
milk.
Oh.
Yeah. If it's like a day past the date, I won't drink it.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't.
No.
I give zero.
And it
fucks
drives
about
my
that.
wife nuts. She's like,
No.
it's still fucking good.
No.
It still
Yeah.
smells good.
Nope.
Like there's a date on it for a reason.
Yeah.
No.
That's sell by date.
Yeah.
Usually.
No, sir.
All right, Chubbs.
So
what do you got?
mine kind of might be relevant to the Whoopstock. Where's one public place where you'd want to like fuck?
Ooh, not Whoopstock.
Why not?
there.
Because I
I
feel
mean,
like
you're
you
not
could
going to be
catch,
the only one.
You could
Yeah.
catch the airborne like herp at that point. No,
Airborne
no
herp
thanks.
Is that like food porn? illness?
Yes. Airborne herp.
At Whoopstock, yes, absolutely.
Black Hawk herpes.
Probably somewhere like plane, like a plane.
A plane?
Oh, yeah,
The
plane.
Mile High Club?
Probably has to be like a PJ, like a private jet. But
Really? You wouldn't do like
G6?
just a regular commercial flight?
no, because no one wants to see that poor flight attendant does not want to be.
Well, you're not
going to
be advertising it.
Yeah.
You want to be trying to get away with it.
Yeah.
Okay, given my lack of flexibility and then just Brad,
Destroy the child.
I don't think that that's in the cards. But yeah, probably that or like. Did you guys see the person on the Ferris wheel that got caught BJing
Oh,
like
yeah,
on
yeah.
the one in
The one in
Cincinnati?
Cincinnati.
Yeah. It was after the
Yeah.
Bengals game.
Yeah, so I'm like, if it was like maybe a little private or like
Yeah.
private.
I don't know if it was actual
More
like
private.
real. I think just the way the angle was, it looked
Hell
like they were
yeah, it
blowing
was
them.
girl. It was
I'm a pretty good detector of when something sexual's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And usually when I see something sexual going on, I get a little aroused.
You little Randy.
But when I saw that picture,
You didn't get aroused?
yeah, so I'm calling bullshit.
Oh.
Yeah, I am too.
You didn't
Because
get that-
the angle
Yeah.
of the way it
you didn't
looked.
get like your
Yeah.
beach senses didn't tingle.
No, like usually it kind of gets a little half, like little
half
bit of
chub?
blood. Yeah, so I'm just kind of like, because you start thinking about it, like,
Yeah,
hey, if I was in that situation, you know.
Yeah.
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 I mean, he was wearing like I think a Carhartt jacket, so
Yeah.
it wasn't exactly titillating. But
Yeah.
but yeah, something like maybe I guess. Sorry, just
Oh, no,
speaking
no,
of like
go ahead.
voyeur, like watching and being. Have you seen that that doc on Netflix, The Voyeur?
I don't think so.
It's this guy who is basically Peeping Tom, who built a whole hotel with the intent of like peeping on
It's
the
guests.
people. Like there was like special vents built in every single room.
That's kind of like the what was that
Dude,
movie?
check it out.
Vacancy.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, it had what's his name? Owen Wilson's brother, Luke Wilson.
Yeah.
Him and some
Wow.
other broad. I don't know.
Wow. Oh yeah, I think I remember seeing trailers of it. But I didn't never see it.
There's like one-way mirrors and like trap doors and shit.
See, that's my thing. I'm like, if people want, like, if there's somebody, I mean, like, I don't think that people really care all that much. So the idea
To
of
be
trying
watched?
to see other people having sex,
I mean, I've been watched before, and I don't give a shit.
right?
Yeah.
I've
So you're
been in.
saying-
I mean, like, I've slept on your couch for a long time.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
Not that anything ever really happened, but
Yeah.
You're saying the watchies don't mind?
right. So that's why, like, as if I feel I can get away with it. Like, malls aren't really trafficked that much anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like there's like a store, or like a dressing room or something like that. If it was like dead, I wouldn't mind. You know, as long as you're like willing to say this could stop at any minute. If like we hear a sound or whatever, like we're not both maybe going to get off.
In a dressing room, I mean, you're kind of locked in.
Yeah, it's definitely for the thrill of it. It's not for like, long-term banging it out.
Right? Yeah,
Right.
I'm not going to go in
Pounding
town.
out, pound town.
I don't know about you guys, but if I'm going downtown in a fucking dressing room, I'm breaking the door when I leave. I'm leaving my mark.
Well, I think
People are
my
gonna know I was there.
my biggest hang-up would be not the actual like getting caught, because that's whatever, because I'm pretty much unembarrassable, but
Yeah.
the
Oh, we'll change that.
in these trying times, like, what if you get like marked as a sex offender?
Yeah.
Like, you could get
Yeah.
potentially, like, I mean, if you
Yeah.
get caught peeing outdoors, like, I have a friend who pissed off a porch in college and had to register.
Really?
Yeah, for like 5 years.
Well,
That's shitty.
so
I've shit
like you'd be
outside
doing this
before.
with your
That's
significant other.
I know, but
But you
doesn't
can still like
matter.
say
It's
like
still
if
in
you're like within
public.
range
Yeah.
of like a child store.
Correct,
or
yeah.
something.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in a mall.
But
there's
you go
child
down
stores, like,
together,
go
you know,
fucking block.
literally.
Yeah.
You know.
We're going down, sugar. We're going down swinging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sugar, we're going down a sex offender.
Hey, I like Fall Out Boy.
Next question here.
Hey,
Let's do
well,
this.
hold on.
Oh.
She didn't answer the question, so.
No, I did.
Okay.
She
So
said
you-
airplane.
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 Or potential
private
Ferris
jet.
wheel. Yeah.
Oh, Ferris wheel.
Or first class.
I thought
could
she.
do it
I thought
first
Where have
Ferris
you
wheel.
been?
No, well, we got off the rails. Ferris wheel would be cool. I like that. I like that answer. I'll do that. Okay, Dusty's question.
All right.
Okay.
I'm kind of curious because he said it was bad.
I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's just, so this kind of pertains to doing sex.
Doing the sex. The
So, a facial or on the titties?
What? Is it even close?
Hold on, before you.
Whoa,
answer
whoa,
that-
yeah. Like, let's take a vote.
Hold on.
Like,
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
no,
This is
no.
more of a preference of y'all.
No.
No, this is both.
This is something totally different here.
Okay.
For the record, that was one of the random questions that I had to think up on my own that I didn't steal off the internet.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Also, sorry, Mom, if you're watching.
Oh, I'm sorry. Her
It's
mom.
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't pick this. Or write it.
I'm just glad one of my.
Sorry, Brad.
It was that guy. Yeah. So I thought we were taking a vote.
Are we doing a vote?
Yeah.
I would say, I think the obvious answer is on the titties.
I'm gonna kind of break it down here. If it's strictly an oral thing, it's got to be on the face.
Okay.
But if it's not just oral, then
like
titties
you
all
guys
the way.
have gone the distance.
Oh yeah. If I'm in a
Then on the titties
if,
is
I'm,
like
if I'm in a dressing room and it's going down, yeah, it's going on the titties. for
like
sure.
yeah, you're not going to be like straight up like oh, get down so I can get your face. Or you're going to be like
No.
this is going on your belly. It's going on your wherever it goes. It's going.
It's going. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's more to the point, is that I think sometimes like the intended target, if you will, never actually gets.
But like he was saying, if
The
it's a
landing.
blowy,
Yeah, if it's just a blowy, yeah, it's going in your face, and I'm aiming for your hair. Just because I'm a dick like that.
I was aiming
You
for
think that stuff really works on me?
like the nostril, bro.
Yeah. I know a girl
please.
who got it up the nostril once.
Every girl has. If they were,
Yeah.
if they said they haven't, they're lying.
I'm a human.
Like
Good to know.
it stings.
Stings?
Explore.
Yeah.
Like stinks.
Stings. Like ow, hurts.
Oh.
Like in the nose or eye?
Huh? Both.
Both?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Hey, doesn't sting when you get it in your hair though.
No.
Yeah, it just looks like she had a bad hair gel job.
Little something about Mary
Yeah.
action. No.
What?
Okay.
What?
Yeah,
What's
Dusty,
your
what do you say?
preference?
Yeah. You gotta vote.
Titties.
Titties.
Yeah.
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 Hell
I'm
yes.
about it. But Brittany, what is
Yeah,
your
titties
preferred?
for sure.
Titties for sure.
Titties for sure.
Right on.
Yeah. I think that's like I think that's like I don't know. I feel like the face is a smaller
Less degrading.
target, too.
Yeah.
I don't like people who are like,
Depends
oh,
on how
it's
big
so
your head is,
degrading.
really.
Like, then don't.
Yeah,
Like,
don't
it's
do
only
it.
degrading
Don't
if you're
aim it at
fucking-
your face.
Yeah, if you're fucking an asshole, then
Yeah.
it's degrading.
Yeah.
But like, if it's like if you're.
I don't know. If I'm fucking an asshole, it's going on the ass crack.
Fair.
Hell yes.
Or
damn it.
Or the back.
Yeah.
Just the way it is.
Yeah.
So I think it's unanimous. Titties are where it's at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Good
deal.
one. Good one. Those are
man.
quick, man. Those are quick.
Yeah, those were
I
good
was
questions,
expecting
though.
it. Yeah, I was expecting much worse. So.
Oh, trust me, there's much worse up there. if you want to answer more, you have to.
The
come back
would you
next
rather
time.
from last week was.
The 2 inches.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That
What
was
was that?
good.
That's just a classic.
2 inch. What?
Well, you'll have to answer it, but like.
Well,
You
it works better for
for a guy.
Okay.
Okay, let's say you're in a risky situation here. You're 2 inches deep into your mom, and behind you, your dad is 2 inches deep into you.
So you're the
So
meat
like
in the
a
sandwich.
weird human centipede of incest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the question is,
Welcome to the KYHBB.
Yeah. Do you?
I mean, normally you guys open with like 3 minutes of dick talk. So.
Right.
I know. We do that a lot.
I-
But the question is, do you move 2 inches forward to get your dad out of you, or do you move 2 inches back to get out of your mom?
I mean, you gotta. I would
just
take
won't
one
get-
for the team and go back. Like.
You'd go back?
Yeah. Ugh.
Hashtag KYHBB.
Oh my god.
Was that?
That was Jackie Jing from
oh, yeah,
Fox
that's
19.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I miss Jackie Jing.
Yeah.
Not much on the
Wow.
Asian chicks, but man, she's
Yeah.
she was a hottie. She was a tall volleyball playing ass bitch. She was good looking.
Godzilla.
Maybe not that tall, but she was good looking. I think she went to Texas or something.
That was Louisiana.
Yeah, it might have been.
Yeah.
Look straight into that camera.
Wow.
So you do the dump trump with Brad, right?
I have. This will be my first of the 4.
Okay.
But this year I'm a program manager by nature, so I am helping to manage this program.
What exactly does that entail? A program manager?
It's
Do
project
we need
program.
one of them around here?
Yes.
You
Every
you
boy,
want the job?
Yeah, boys need program managers in their life. But you're all like, y'all are married, so you have one. So
No, not really. No.
essentially.
The,
But-
the most my wife
This
has
is a
ever
purity
been
ring.
on this show.
I'm still a virgin.
You're saving yourself? Okay. Sorry. I didn't mean to presume your status.
The most my wife has ever been on this show
Triggered.
was when she called me drunk. Or no, she didn't even call me. She texted me.
She kissed
drunk
your sister.
that She made out with my sister
And she sent,
Oh.
and the picture got sent to the
To-
church.
yeah, to the wrong Jerry.
So hard.
I mean, it is Kentucky, so keeping
Yeah.
it all in the family.
That's the
What-
most my wife has
Cool.
ever
What's-
been on this show.
No, but she manages your life, so you have the capacity to podcast. That's what I'm
Gotcha.
saying.
Okay, I'll give you
Fair.
that. But other than that,
But-
she has nothing to do with the show.
No. So yeah, for Dumb Trump, we're kind of expanding our brand and doing a little bit
My
more
brand.
just doing a little bit more to capitalize on the audience. So we're having more interactive merch and actual merch this time, but just to raise a little bit more money other than the door.
May I suggest one thing that you guys must have?
What?
Orange face paint.
Well, that would be funny. But you guys need a dunking booth with somebody dressed up as Trump.
See, now here,
But we have some bad hombres here.
herein lies the issue with, because we investigated the dunking booth, and it's not that expensive, but who's going to be, is it just one person that's
The
like
donkey.
just being dunked the whole time? Because it can't be one of us, because we have other shit to do, and I don't know who.
I mean, we I'll tell you
Are you
what,
volunteering?
I'm saying we three could take turns doing it,
Really?
possibly.
If we have that commitment, we can definitely do it, because it's in budget. But that was the big concern, is
Okay.
we need somebody to commit to being dunked, because it's still, it could be rainy, it could be.
Do we dress
know,
up as Trump or?
We're all
You
a
have
little
to definitely
chubby.
wear the wig.
In a
wait.
dunk booth, I'm not really concerned about it fucking raining
Yeah.
because I'm gonna get wet
But no,
anyway.
I'm saying people standing outside to pay to dunk you.
Yeah.
That's therein lies the issue.
Gotcha.
So
It's gonna be at Thompson House, ain't it?
at
Southgate House.
Southgate House Revival.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah. We are doing the world's jankiest photo booth, which is just
A
like
wall?
one of those clicky cameras with the new Polaroids
okay.
with a backdrop.
Yeah, the backdrop should be like the wall, southern border wall.
Oh, it is. It's going to be like we're going to do like on a
Nice.
drop cloth, just kind
Yeah.
of hand done.
I was one of the biggest stars on television.
Oh, DT.
So obviously the hate for Trump runs deep with you, I assume.
It is, at this point, it's more like we've been beaten down so much that it's like, okay, like now it's just kind of entertainment. Like I view it more as like if I were watching a reality show.
Now see,
So
let me explain something to you here. That's why I voted for him in the first place. I did.
I like to see bad people
to see
fail.
what happened, yeah.
Yeah, that's the. I wanted the entertainment.
Yeah, I mean, and you will be entertained.
Oh,
you
I
will
have been.
your bread and circuses.
I have been. It's been
So,
great.
yeah,
I've loved
it's-
every minute of it. It's hilarious.
It's a never-ending surprise
Oh yeah.
of fuckery.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, at this
Terrible
point, I've resigned.
deception.
He will win in 2020.
I think he will
So-
too. Yeah.
You think so? Really?
Look at the field is Democrats are not we can't. The cannibalization on the left is insane. Like we cannot
I'm not so
align
sure.
ourselves. Like it's herding cats, and there's no clear leader.
It's turning the frogs gay.
All the frogs gay.
You're fired.
Yeah. So that's just my prediction. So, I mean, I guess you set yourself up for, temper your expectations. So, we'll see.
Yeah.
No good.
I'm not going to get my hopes up until, as we talked about before the show started.
So there's not
and
one candidate so far that you've liked that's already said they're going to run?
They're all problematic. That's the thing. There's this like leftist litmus test that there's a purity test of you can't have been voted the wrong way on this or that, and it goes top down. Like you can't Bernie's not even a Democrat, so
independent.
that's what people are like. Oh, Bernie would have won. Fuck you. No, he wouldn't have. He's an independent. Like he doesn't have the depth of money that the Democrats need to put on a decent campaign.
Vote for me.
So, yeah.
The what's that guy from Texas?
That was good.
What's
Ben's
his name?
Beto.
Yeah.
Beto's
He
never
hasn't said he's
held-
going to run yet, though. But
He's
he never even
running.
got office or anything. He lost.
Yeah,
didn't
he lost.
Yeah.
He lost to Ted Cruz, the Zodiac
Stop
killer.
lying.
Which
The
at
Zodiac.
He's
first,
totally the Zodiac killer.
which at first he was so winning, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere,
fucking
Ted Cruz just came in
Texas.
out of nowhere. I was like,
It's
holy shit, I can't believe he
Texas.
won. Yeah.
That's the thing with Democrats. They get all this buzz, and turnout rate is 2-to-1 Republican versus Democrat across the board. Doesn't matter where you live. So
And then who
No
was that last
good.
week? What's his name?
The
Guy from New
Starbucks guy?
Jersey.
He's from Jersey.
Josie.
Yeah. I can't
Joe
remember his
Giudice?
name. Who? No, I don't know.
He's
It's
Real
about-
You talking about the governor guy, Chris Christie?
No, not him. I can't remember now.
He ruined himself with the whole beach thing. Yeah.
The beach thing.
Yeah,
Oh, where he
when
shut
they-
down the beach?
Yeah.
No, he shut down the bridge.
He shut down the fucking city
Yeah,
for a
shut down-
day
yeah.
because he was pissed off at the mayor.
Yeah, he shut down
Of
like
Newark.
a bridge, like
I have
he had
great
like a whole
memories.
he
He
had
had
a whole
people
bridge
backed
like
up
shut
for
down.
4 hours.
Yeah.
Like
He
people
did
could
just to
have
piss
died.
somebody off because he was mad at
Disgusting.
somebody.
he was mad at the mayor of Newark. Yeah. Fucker.
Oh, what is his name?
Is he Democrat?
Yeah, he announced last week he's a African American.
Oh, I know who you're
fuck,
talking about.
Cory
Cory
Booker.
Booker.
Yeah, Cory
Yeah.
Booker. Yeah.
He's
Booker T.
again problematic because he voted for a lot of 3-strike rules and those kinds of things.
Certain
And
people
same
are
with-
zeros.
Some of these are louder than others.
Same with I like Kamala Harris, but she voted a shit ton for.
Where's she from?
I don't remember exactly where she's from, but she's a badass in her position, but she was a huge advocate of these really strict penalization laws that are going to forever haunt her. And so,
Such a nasty woman.
Oh man.
so I just hope, my thing is I hope Joe Biden stays the fuck out of the race. I hope Bernie stays the fuck
Why
out
do you
of the
think
race.
Joe Biden should stay out?
Because
Age.
Well,
age.
age.
But his meme game is on point, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want
That's the
Joe
thing.
Biden either.
He's going to come in and he's going to try to be the Democratic Trump, where he's
going to ride that Obama
Yeah.
wave that
Well-
he
well,
had too.
Yeah, look, I'm aligned with Obama. I'm the cool guy,
Yeah.
and look, I can say whatever I want because I'm the gas machine, Joe Biden.
I think a lot of people like have respect for him, but
He was always creepy though.
right. But the people look at him more as like the vet, and his son died of brain cancer, and his son was a really good guy, and he's like a Purple Heart winner. You know, there's a lot of like
You don't
positive
win those. You
Yeah, but
earn
he
those.
also
winner. You're absolutely right.
You don't win those.
he won it in a foot race.
Oh fuck, guys! I'm playing the sounds. That's what I'm doing.
It's all good, bro. I just thought it was like he won.
no,
He won
thank you
that
for
Purple
calling me
Heart.
out
I'm
on
like,
that.
you don't win those.
Right.
Did you know
It's
we
all
have
good,
not made a new Purple Heart medal since 1946?
Do we
yeah.
need to make a new Purple Heart medal?
No, like physically, the ones they give to the soldiers were made in 1945.
Oh, like they've just had a big stash.
They
of 'em.
were anticipating an Allied invasion of mainland Japan, so they made just like a shit ton because they're like, oh, we're gonna lose like half of our armed
I didn't
forces.
know that.
Well, hey,
So
at
they
least
made
it's
a
not
ton.
coming out of our budget to make
I know,
more,
right?
You know?
save on that bling money.
Yeah, we've already spent it, so
Yeah.
at
So-
this point,
I did
it's
not know that.
water
That's
under
kind
the
of
bridge.
interesting fact.
Yep.
Something's going on with our live stream. Oh no, it just came back. I don't know what happened there.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what it
It's,
was.
we're streaming.
Yeah, I don't know. It just like it froze and like doing a little weird circle thing. I don't know. Hopefully, you guys can hear the sound effects
Spinning
and shit
wheel
this
of
week.
death.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
This is corny stuff.
yeah, it really is. It really is. I was gonna go into something, but now I can't remember exactly what the fuck I was gonna do.
I went off on a
That-
tangent,
That
I'm
happens
sorry.
a lot. It's okay. It's not you.
So
it's
you
me.
said you so you said you were big into politics, obviously. You said you kind of did some campaign stuff for Hillary, and
Yep.
I have to have Paravol.
Yep.
Correct. Yeah. How was that?
That was right. AFTAB was more like just kind of showing up and handing stuff out like
Yeah.
at the polls. They had so many volunteers that it was just kind of like
I didn't think you were allowed to show up at the polls and like.
you have to stand in like your little box. They have like literally a cordoned off area
Really?
for campaigners.
I didn't
Yeah,
think,
there's
like,
all
you
kinds of
couldn't do
rules.
anything,
Yeah.
Yeah, you can only and you can't like go into the polling place, but you can stand outside. And our big thing was like you hand out like a democratically endorsed ballot that just has all the Democrats on it, and people are allowed to take that into the polls, but you're not allowed to like wear the little sticker. So yeah, it's all kinds of regulation, but
Now you said the Hillary one was kind of like a clusterfuck.
oh my god, the Hillary one was just insane. Like my overlord, like first of all, there were no volunteers. Like no one turned out because I worked on the Obama campaign, and like it was same as AFTAB. Like you showed up and like they're like, we really don't have anything for you to do because so many people turned up. But Hillary, like you would call and just like beg people, like please
Really?
come help. And
Wow.
we had like one time it was so sad. We had like a barely 18-year-old girl who like was like afraid of her own shadow, and I was working.
I think I've seen that video. What?
That's
Oh, we're talking.
I
Yeah, we're
know.
talking something else. Sorry.
The Hillary campaigner, barely legal. But I was my beat was West Price Hill, so it was Little Hood, and she was like, I don't feel comfortable going anywhere by myself. And then we had one guy who was like literally on oxygen, like an old
wow.
guy on oxygen, and so it was like me and like my two other main people that would just not like I knocked over like 2,000 doors.
Dang.
Because it was like no one showed up.
Wow.
But it was a good learning curve, and I felt like, at the end of the day I could sleep at night because I felt like I did my part.
Now,
But
I would just like to point out here, over the past couple of weeks, we've had a lot of, we'll say, right-wing Nazis on our comment feed. Tonight, it's been pretty tame.
Right on.
And I appreciate that.
oh, I hope they come for me.
Oh, no. We've actually, our good friend Toby actually commented.
All right on.
He just said he wanted to say hi to us and say hi to you.
What's up, Toad?
Hi,
And,
Toby.
That's about all he had to say. Says he's at work.
All right on.
Yeah.
Poor Toby.
Yeah.
Slanging them heights.
Slanging pizzas. Slinging that pepperoni meat.
Getting that pie out.
Oh, yeah.
Milf stick it.
Hey, but Toby, if you're still watching, I will kidnap you and tie you up in my basement. Not fucking joking about that.
testicles to pull this off, bro.
Oh, I got the biggest testicles, and I'll prove it.
You don't have that. Your basement isn't that murdery.
See, that's the.
Is there like a second half that I'm not privy
yes,
to?
that's the effect
that's
I'm
the
going
murder.
for.
Camera.
That's the effect I'm going for. I'm waiting for you to finish that beer
Looks
that
friendly.
Chubbs kind of mysteriously gave you before you started the show here. So by the time that's gone, it's on.
That's a good twist, you know, just like live stream it.
Is this a pop tab or a twist off? You're like, oh, it's a twist off. Ah, see, we got you.
I should have known. Well, guys, it's been real.
Don't get me wrong. It's not like you're gonna die in the end.
He's got the best taste
But
of roofies.
we rigged the question so we know where to go.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I got it. You gotta do a little research.
Yeah, see, if you pick off more, you're gonna find like 4 or 5 of those questions on their same thing.
Where you going?
Gotcha.
Nowhere.
I mean, that's ingenious. I think that would be a great. I would watch that Netflix documentary about my own murder.
Yeah.
Like,
That's gotta go there.
do it.
I always thought it'd be really cool to like be on one of those like murder podcasts or whatever, but not as like a guest, but as like the subject that they're talking about. You know.
There you go.
Yeah, I always thought that'd be kind of cool. You know.
There's a lot of them, so you'd get some airtime.
Yeah. I mean, I know somebody who could.
Yeah,
we
who
do.
could get me on there. Yeah.
She's very tubular.
Yeah. her kid's rad.
Yeah, rad kid.
I think I just watched the Nature vs. Narcissist. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you watch that episode?
I did.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, let's find a chick on here and see how it goes.
Yeah,
How
we
it plays
were
out.
pretty rough on her because she was at one point in it, but I was. But
Our
I
food
used to work
safety
with her.
person was a pretty good episode too.
Yeah, she was really cool.
Hey, it was cool up until she slipped up and said food porn illness. I swear to God, she started that shit, not me. She started that. I had full intentions of being clean. By the way, Brad said, please bring some of those little Debbie. He said, please bring some of those little Debbies back with you tonight.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but there are no little Debbie snack cakes. It's just a snack
Did
cake
you give him
rack.
snacks when he was here?
No.
Did you spike his blood sugar?
Is he diabetic?
Is he diabetic?
No.
I am.
He just responds to sweets like a 5-year-old.
Oh.
Well, there's
So,
nothing wrong with
It's
that.
a little wound up and then his
To
nap.
say, I know the way to his heart.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually like
giveaway.
like when we first started dating, we would just eat so much trash, and then I was like, you know, I'm sorry, we can't get like, yeah, maybe related, but we went to we would just eat ourselves silly, and now it's like we can't get that relationship fat, so
Subway, huh?
we're toning it down.
Yeah, you guys are pretty early in the relationship to start putting on the extra pounds.
Oh,
together,
like
you
6
know.
months, like that's like a like 6 months in. That's when you're like, oh, let's pump the brakes on being chubs.
I like to eat.
So
I like to eat.
yeah, especially like, oh my God, we went to Louisville last summer
I love it.
and went to the
Yummy
state.
pollo?
Pardon?
No.
Oh, Yummy Pollo.
Man, sorry.
Yeah.
You
What
need
is
to-
that?
Next time you go to Louisville, you need to go.
Oh, we go
there.
all the time. What is it?
It's a Peruvian chicken, and like it's like a big piece of. It's just like a big chicken, and they put it over like this charcoal fire.
It's like a charcoal
Is it-
rotisserie
yeah, it's a
wall
charcoal
thing.
rotisserie.
What's the?
Oh,
Is that a restaurant or is it just like a?
It's
thing
a
that they have?
restaurant. It's a restaurant.
Huh.
And it's not very big, but it's been on the Food Channel and it's won all kinds of awards.
It's
I took,
so fucking
check it
good.
out.
yeah, I took Jerry there.
What
back
part
in
of
the
town is
summer.
it in?
Yeah.
It's hard to say. All I know is it's in Louisville. I used to have to go down there for work, and it was like right down the
gotcha.
street from work. And
Answer the question.
people were like, "Have you eaten Yummy Pollo?" I'm like, "No, I have not." And they kept asking me until I eventually did it, and then I'm like, "God, this place is so good." So every time I went down
Do
there, that's
you
what I got.
understand?
Nice.
But it's so good if you like chicken.
So good, yeah.
Yeah, we'll tear apart some chicken.
Yeah, I took him there, and I told him like, "Dude, you're gonna love this." Like
And
I
I
sent the
did.
picture of it when I was eating it one day, and I sent it to those guys, and they're like, "What is that?" I'm like, "The best chicken ever." They're like, "It doesn't look that good." Then I'm like, "It's good." Is that Alex joke?
Yeah, that's Alex Jones, yeah. Spinelli's has got to be hands down my favorite pizza place in Louisville.
I don't think we had that
Oh
either.
God, it's in the 5th Street Live or 4th Street Live or
Oh.
whatever. It's around that area, downtown. Oh God, so good, so good.
I don't remember what pizza we had. We went down there for a Halloween party and came home, and I was like hammered, and we ordered pizza, and then I passed out. But it was good pizza.
Nice.
It was
Yes.
lovely.
It was probably Spinelli's if it was late.
I-
They're open till like 5 a.m.
I'm sure he'll comment. What
How big
it?
was the slice?
Oh, like a humongous.
It's
Yeah,
probably
that's probably
Spinelli's.
Spinelli's
Yeah.
then, yeah.
It was real good.
I think
So
Spinelli's
good.
is based out of Philly, right?
I don't know where they're based out of.
Or the guy that owns Spinelli's is from Philly. Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
But it's really
Yeah.
good pizza.
We went down and went to the state fair
Mm.
and got like an elephant ear, and it
The
was
state fair's in Louisville? I was thinking like the state fair being like
The
right
state
in
fair.
Brownsville.
Oh,
Louisville.
let me tell you about the state fair because we went and I was not precisely sober, and we turned
It's
the
always
wrong.
hot too.
Oh, it was so hot.
Yeah.
And we turned the wrong corner and just wound up in this like acres of pigs.
Brad said it
As-
was Spinelli's.
Oh, was
Yeah.
it? There we go. But oh my, we ended up in this acres of pigs and just pigs and pigs and pigs. And
What that smell like?
I panicked. And then there was like these weird gypsies like running. I don't know, that's probably a racial
Were
story.
y'all
but,
tripping?
Hold
we
on,
were,
wait a second.
we
here,
were
wait a second.
pretty,
Hold on.
pretty
fucking alley.
stoned.
No, really?
Pump the brakes here for a second.
yeah.
Is gypsy like a racial thing?
I mean, they were in the Holocaust. I mean, they were Holocausted because they were gypsies. So
Yeah, they were.
Depends on. I think it's a
but-
like.
I think
they have to say they're, like,
Romney-
Polish gypsies
per-
or something.
Per-
Is it a race of gypsies?
per my big fat American gypsy wedding, they're technically preferred to be called Romney. Romnichelle.
But like the
I think you're only allowed to say gypsy if you're a gypsy, as I said it thousands of times.
I don't know, man. I think.
Look it up, Brett.
Hold on, Alexa. Is gypsy a racial term?
I'd rather not answer that.
All right.
So yes, yes it is.
That's not saying you're not racist,
Hold on,
Alexa.
hold on. Alexa, is gypsy a racial slur?
I'd rather not answer that.
Fuck
should've
you,
saw
Alexa.
that
Goes
coming.
down.
Alexa's
Oh,
a
well.
bitch.
Look that up, Jamie.
Fucking Amazon.
Thanks, Alexa.
Thanks, Obama.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was quite traumatic.
Yeah.
And
So you
then-
saw a
Did
bunch
you
of
ever find
pigs.
where you were going, or did you just hang out with the pigs?
No, I navigated my way out, but I.
Are you not into pork or anything?
If you've ever been around that many pigs, you would freak out too.
Oh yeah.
It
I
was
mean,
several.
they don't.
And they
smell
weren't
that
like,
good.
oh, nice, like little Charlotte Web pigs.
No,
like,
they're
they
giant.
were hogs,
Yeah.
and it was.
Probably somebody's farm that was like getting ready to like throw somebody to the pigs.
No, they're
Oh.
probably like all
Cannibal
state.
style.
They do
They were-
like
they were
they
4-H,
do like
they were
4-H like
kids.
competition. Like, hey,
It was
look,
like
this is
weird
a
little,
pig I raised.
like-
Still could have fed them to somebody or fed somebody to them.
Yeah.
It was like little country kids like slapping them with a little
stick
thing.
Yeah.
Were
Yeah.
they playing banjos and shit?
I felt like I was in a weird deleted Deliverance scene.
The
It was
the Kentucky
strange.
State Fair is weird because like you walk in like you said they have 4-H. They
And
show
there's
like
no-
animals and pigs.
But there's no entrance. There's no main entrance.
No,
like, you
it's
just have to
just
wander
everywhere.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Sorry.
like you'll go into like this place and they have like tobacco hanging here. We're like, what the fuck?
like
what is going on?
agriculture.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all like agricultural stuff. It's weird, but it's really interesting too. But it's just like this is all random.
We sat and watched the sheep show. Just because I like to say we were at the sheep show.
That's awesome.
Did they have a donkey show there?
I did not see a donkey show, but
Damn. Would you ever watch a donkey show?
at the 4-H fair, yes, not in Tijuana.
I was gonna say. Now, for the record,
I mean, maybe in Tijuana. Let's be real, but
Wow.
I don't think I could watch a female blow a donkey or. Yeah.
is that what a donkey show is? I thought it was like a donkey banging.
Well, and I was gonna say I couldn't.
I mean, per the ending of Clerks 2,
I was gonna
it was
say
unclear.
yes. I could not watch a chick blow a donkey or get fucked by a donkey.
Yeah.
But could I watch a man fuck a donkey? Yeah, I think I could.
this is man.
Really?
I think I could watch that.
What about you? Do
I mean-
small or big dick?
See, the donkey's not consenting.
Yeah.
That would be.
The way I see it, if a donkey
Oh, this
can't
is so
say
bad.
no, you know.
Well,
Wrong fucking
Wow.
if it was a horse, it could say nay.
See, I wouldn't watch a horse get fucked, but a donkey I would. Yeah.
This got really weird.
Yeah, giveaway.
I mean,
This is not a Christian company
Yeah.
at all.
No,
We need a chick to say this is not a Christian podcast at all.
yeah. We need to hit that lady up on Twitter.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey,
We need to do recourse
Yeah.
to
get her
sound
on
effects for it.
Cameo,
Yeah.
pay her the $30
Yeah.
and have it. That was weird segue, but Brad and I got each other matching Christmas presents that we did not even know that we were giving each other.
So wait a minute. So you bought each other the same?
We bought each other the exact same thing without knowing it.
Wow. How the fuck did you manage that?
It was a cameo from our favorite 90 Day Fiancé couple
Like
that we both bought for each other.
Like they did like a video message.
They did a video message.
Yeah, that's what the cameo thing is.
Really?
Yeah. Shout out David and Annie. They're my faves.
Wow.
And, yeah.
That's awesome.
How did that work out?
True love,
like,
right
there.
there.
Did they just text it to you or
No,
email it
they
to you?
No,
email
they
it to
record
you.
like a video and
Yeah.
it's sent through the Cameo app.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like a minute and a half, and like the one that they shot for Brad was they're in their car, like just talking about stuff, and then the one that they shot for me from him, they were like at the southernmost point in Key West.
Oh, okay.
And so they must just do. I mean, it takes like what, a minute and 30 seconds to
Yeah.
record it.
And
I
you
think-
get 30. They get $30 for
Yeah.
it. Dang, that's
I mean,
awesome.
they must
We
be
should
making
start
bank.
doing that.
And
Yeah,
they,
but no one's
Right.
gonna want us.
and they
Well,
live
we
in
should give us
Louisville.
a bargain Bob.
Oh, dude, I'd pay double for bargain.
Oh,
Bob.
dude.
Especially if he did 90 seconds.
Yeah.
We could get a whole new fucking video out of that and have 30 seconds. To
He's probably
spare.
fucking dead, man. Probably got HIV and fucking died of a cocaine overdose or some shit.
Who's Bargain Bob?
This guy.
That guy.
Yeah.
That's Bargain Bob right there.
Damn.
Speaking of Bargain Bob, did you happen to see my LinkedIn status update the other day?
No.
I
What
cha-
are you posting on LinkedIn? It's bad.
I changed my profile picture to my Bargain Bob picture.
Yeah.
The one, go ahead and throw it up there.
Damn.
Yeah.
The Bargain Bob of podcasting.
I changed my profile pic to that.
Yeah.
And then my status was, if
Oh
you-
God, it's in the LinkedIn.
if you don't know who Bargain Bob is, you're not even on my level. Yeah.
You got everybody googling on LinkedIn like Bargain Bob, and I'm connected with you, man. Come on.
You can have a status on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
That's like the only platform I've not really investigated, which
I-
is the
I
one
do
that's-
it.
You're not missing
Yeah.
anything.
I
Because
do it
I'm on
because
it,
it's
and there
good.
ain't shit on there. People don't post no fucking cool videos. There's no
It's-
birthday
it's for-
There's
reminders.
no status updates. Or
Yeah.
It's for
anything.
your job and career, man. It's like that's why it's like that. It's
It just
straight
shows you
laced.
how
They
much I
won't
give
let
a fuck
you.
about my career and shit.
Yeah, they won't let you if it's anything like off the wall. They'll just take it down.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna start fucking throwing some shit up there.
Yeah.
I've never been kicked off Facebook, but I guarantee I get kicked off LinkedIn.
Probably. Yeah.
I think I have like 2 connections.
Really. I got about 300.
I've got 8.
What are like the rules of that? Like, do you just like, hey, I work with you, can I follow you?
Yeah, that or like so like if it's somebody that you work with or somebody that you used to know
Yeah.
or maybe like if you see somebody that works at a job or maybe like a company that you want to go like that you want to work at, you kind of add them to see maybe if you can kind of squeeze in there. You know what I
Gotcha.
mean?
So like networking.
Yeah,
that
it's
kind
all
of thing.
it's a
Gotcha.
big networking thing.
Okay.
That's all it is. Like I'll have recruiters like add me all the time, and then
Yeah.
like I don't really ever.
What's funny about LinkedIn, especially for me, is like it tells you like, oh, such and such company looked you up, or
Yeah.
you were in
Yeah.
so like such and such's search results, and I'm like, who the fuck is looking up me?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it is. It's all keywords, man. Whatever you have in your
Yeah.
thing is they go by those keywords.
I get the notifications, but it's always in my like promo bin on Gmail.
Mm-hmm. I hate those. Yeah.
And so I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
know, and it's kind of whatever.
Yeah.
But,
I have a bunch of connections just because it's good to have because of the field I'm in. So
well, because I looked at my coworkers, and some people have like 1 million
yeah,
people, and some people don't. So it's like I feel like it's not super.
yeah,
Anyway.
It always asks me like, do you know this person? I'm like, fuck no.
yeah. It always asks me for people I don't even know.
Yeah.
Like I'm like I don't know this person at all. And I'll always a lot I get people like ask me to connect with me, and I don't even know them, but I do it anyways because I'm like, yeah, well, you never know who they know or
Yeah.
you never know who they are.
I don't get anybody trying to
Oh.
connect with me,
Yeah.
and I don't blame them. But now that I know
connected with you,
you're
bro.
on there, I'll have to connect with you.
There we go.
I'll send you some fucked up shit.
I think I have my only like one headshot on there, and I don't even look like myself. So
Fair enough.
yeah.
But I doubt there's many other people with your name out there.
But I'm actually the only one in the continental United States.
Really?
That's why I will never change my last name.
Like even like your parents, like don't have the same last
No,
name.
no,
as you?
no. Only Brittany Freudiger.
Oh,
So
okay.
first and last.
How do you spell
Gotcha.
your first name?
Brittany.
This the good way.
The only way.
The only way.
It's Brittany, bitch.
Technically, I'm Brittany.
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 Do you ever say that though?
No.
Like, do you
the
ever-
only person I've ever had pronounce all 3 syllables was a very theater-oriented uncle of a friend. Would call me Brittany.
Was he gay?
He was not precisely straight.
Fair enough.
So,
I'll accept that. I'm not precisely
What that
straight
smell
either,
like?
honestly. I talk about dicks a lot.
yeah.
So,
I mean,
have you ever seen a black dick?
Jesus. What the fuck are we doing?
Hey, she said we talk about dicks a lot. I feel like she needs the full fucking experience. All right.
funny you say that because I was probably 22 before I realized that like not white people have different color wieners.
Really? You
than
thought all
the rest.
dicks were white?
I guess I thought they were all kind of the same purpley color, and I'm like
Purple.
like like we.
Kind of fucking dicks you
Okay,
look at.
most wieners are not exactly white.
Well, the tip's not exactly white.
Yeah, like
it's
I'm
a
saying
purple-headed
it's,
yogurt
yeah,
slinger.
It's,
My heart's
Okay.
it's,
I had like
it's,
we had a
it's
40-year-old virgin moment. Like
It's
it's
pig-
purple. What?
it's pigmented, kind of. So
Yeah.
but
Gotcha,
anyway, I was like,
gotcha.
oh, okay, people.
You ever notice black dicks look like they got tan lines?
I don't think I've ever actually seen one.
I've never
Now that
seen
you
one in real
ask.
life, but in like video and stuff.
I don't think I've even seen that.
Really?
Corrupt them all.
We need to hang out sometime. Let me show you a few
I
things.
don't really like porn that involves wieners, so.
And that amazes me because you said you've never been with a
Shut your
chick before.
murderous
No, but most women
Some
don't.
chicks don't like to look at dicks, man.
Most women
They-
don't.
Like
Most straight women
Yeah.
do not like.
Yeah.
porn
I mean,
with
dicks are
wieners.
ugly in general.
yeah, like
Yeah.
chicks get super turned on. You just like, here's a picture of my dick.
But straight porn is most of the time it's just like Pound Town
Yeah.
and nothing else.
That's it.
So,
It doesn't work on me.
Yeah, precisely. Thank you, Alex Jones. Thanks. So
So
yeah.
you're saying like lesbian porn
Oh,
is more your preference?
not necessarily, but
Women
just
aren't really visual.
like it's like creative. No, it's more like creative,
I don't like them
creative
In
writing
the water. They turn.
Sorry.
What about two
I'm just
guys?
going
Could you watch
crazy
two
over
guys
here.
fucking?
for like research purposes. But
We're breaking the conditioning.
Jesus, man.
I can't control the volume.
it wouldn't do. I don't think it would do anything for me like downtown. But
Right.
I mean, just for funsies.
You're saying you'd
babes.
be more turned on by watching two women have sex?
Yeah, absolutely. I think
Now-
most women would.
Now, are
the
you
door,
talking
let's get
like
this going.
just eating each other out, or what, like scissoring, or ass to ass? You know
Ass to ass. I've never.
what? You ain't down with ass to ass? Tim, no. Or
I mean, I know
Chubby
you.
over
I
here.
mean, I know you don't go ass to mouth, but I never knew about
You
the ass.
always-
You
to
never
ass.
seen the
Always
movie
gonna ask the man.
Requiem for a Dream?
Yes.
Oh, this
Ass
Okay, okay.
ass.
Yeah.
Do we?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't think
Yeah.
about it that way. But yeah, I don't remember what the question was about.
I forget either.
Okay.
I'm lost on
Not-
lesbian porn and
not
ass to ass, honestly.
No, I've never seen.
You are destroying yourself and your family and loving death and turning off your survival mechanism and destroying your family so the state and the computer robot age can corner every last one of you and slowly
Does it ever
Oh,
fucking
it
end?
doesn't.
into the black of deep space.
We have too
Okay.
much Alexander.
The best is though he probably went right from that rant to be like, now this Kona coffee here, the best in the business.
Went to sell him that silver fucking water. that he
Magnesium.
drinks. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Magnesium one?
The magnesium supplement for your muscles because you're.
Yeah.
Well, did you
Yeah.
hear he just got like his ass sued off by the
Yeah.
Sandy Hook.
Sandy
Hook
Hook
kids?
parents, yeah. Not the kids,
Yeah.
the parents.
Oh, RB.
can't-
Yeah.
yeah.
No, you can't sue.
I was going to say, you can't sue from beyond the grave.
I mean, maybe.
That's a
It
bad
is
joke,
2019. Yeah, but
I'm setting
I mean, as
fires
he should.
everywhere.
No.
I like to fight.
I like to eat. I'm a man.
I'm
I
cool.
love it.
I'm a man. I'm 40. What's
Yeah.
I didn't realize that Joe Rogan was older than Alex Jones.
I didn't realize
Yeah.
it either.
Yeah.
Huh.
I seen
Joe
a
Rogan's just in good shape though.
It was like a UFC fight card type thing where they
Yeah.
had like both people
the
on each
stats?
side, like the stats
Yeah.
had like their height, their weight, and like their age and shit. I'm like, wow, I didn't
Wow.
realize Joe Rogan. He's like 51.
Is he really?
Is he really?
I know he looks damn good for 51, right?
Look that up. I don't think he's
I
51.
know. Alexa, how old is Joe Rogan?
I don't want to answer that question.
Joe Rogan is 51 years old.
I fucking told you, man.
So hard.
1967.
Yeah.
Damn.
Joe Rogan could be my dad.
Yeah.
You are stupid.
I'm old enough to be your brother,
Yeah, that's
technically.
technically.
Joe Rogan's
Kentucky
51.
standards.
That blows my mind, man.
That's crazy.
I know. I never would have guessed 51.
I just listened to him and Sturgill Simpson the other day, and it was like the longest stonery rant about.
Sturgill Simpson.
He's a singer, songwriter guy.
Really?
Yeah, won a bunch of Grammys. Actually, that's funny you say that.
That name sounds familiar. That's why I
Yeah.
asked.
He
I just think of Samson Simpson.
he won
wanna
2
talk to
Grammys.
Samson.
Yeah.
He won 2 Grammys in 2016, and then the CMA Country Music Awards didn't invite him, and he lives in. I mean, he's a country singer, lives in Nashville, and so he went to the CMA Awards and busked outside with his Grammys in his guitar case, and people just didn't notice.
That's
who
pretty
he
gangster
was.
right there.
He's.
I remember that. I remember.
He's pretty great.
Yeah.
Love him.
What the fuck are we gonna do in Nashville? I want to hit up some pawn shops and shit. Maybe a
Yeah.
flea market or something.
Pawn shop for
Do
sure.
the Ryman tour. I've always.
I just saw a show at the Ryman. I saw
Did
Gregory
ya?
Alan Isikoff or Isikoff, whatever they call him. But
What the fuck is the Ryman?
the Ryman, it's the theater, dude.
It's the
the
fucking
church.
church.
Yes, the church. Dude, it's beautiful.
It is the
awesome
cathedral
place.
of country music. It's wonderful.
I'm not a big country music fan, so
Dude, it's so cool.
I saw John Prine, Jason Isbell, and Casey Musgraves there for New Year's Eve one year, and cried my face off. It was wonderful.
Where'd you sit? In the balcony or just
the
sit down
literal
underneath?
back of the house.
Yeah.
I was.
You're so democratic
no one was
and
behind me.
such a fan of country music.
I'm a fan of Americana. If you listen to John Prine and Jason Isbell, they're not country. They're Americana. But I do love. I do fucking love.
Murderous fat mouth.
I do love country music. I go pretty deep in the hillbilly territory.
Yeah, the Ryman's a cool place.
I've been pretty deep in a hillbilly before myself, you know.
As one does when you live in Kentucky.
Did you? When were you last there?
That would have been 2016 and 2017. Yeah.
When I was was it 3 or 4 weeks ago? Was the first time I was over there. It was really cool.
So cool.
In Nashville?
No, at the Ryman.
I was
just
gonna say,
the
fuck,
Ryman.
we went
Yeah.
almost a year ago together.
Yeah, no, the Ryman.
How many times have we been to Nashville together?
This will be 3.
3 times, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been to Nashville properly though. I've been there for 1 or 2 days, and I've only ever been to Music Row. I've never been to the cool places. So
I don't think there's really any cool places.
there are
I'm sure there is, but
I've
the
never
row.
been there.
I think the whole strip itself is just so
it's douchebag
commercial.
central,
Yeah.
Hopefully we're right in the middle of that, honestly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be fucked up walking down the street.
There's you have to literally throw elbows to get past all the bachelorette parties. It's
Yeah, how many bachelor parties did
so many.
Did we
stroll
walk
past
past?
us
A
on them
lot.
fucking bike things or on limos? A lot.
yeah.
It's not
But I'd go there to see a show at the Ryman again in a heartbeat.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
You ever heard of that it's like a cave? It's not in Nashville. It's kind of right outside Nashville, and it's like a cave where it's like a venue, but it's inside of a cave, and they play music.
No.
I can't remember the name
They
of it.
should throw raves there.
Yeah.
That'd be
Go there.
fucking
But
killer.
PBS, every year they have 2, the PBS will stream it live.
Really?
Yeah.
That's like Red Rock Amphitheater in
Yeah,
Colorado.
Yeah, it's
I've
like
always
it's
wanted
like
to see a
that.
concert
Yeah.
there.
Except it's completely enclosed inside of a cave. It's in a cave. It's not open outside. Yeah, it's really cool.
I need to check this out because that sounds awesome. Have you ever been in the Mockaby? It's it's right off Central Parkway.
Really?
But it's this old brewery tunnels, and
I've heard of it.
Oh, it's so cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's kinda
isn't
same
Moreline own that?
Wrong fucking alley.
No, it's independently owned.
Is it?
But they do. I mean.
It's like the beer
Tons of
tour
shows.
and things like that,
Yeah.
right?
The Christian Moreline has owns the underground ones.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we just did it this summer. It was really cool. They have apparently 300 more
Yeah, that are buried or something.
tunnel areas that they're trying to get excavated because they're completely buried and backfilled with dirt and stuff. So
It's crazy that they do that. Yeah, Cincinnati's history is cool, especially with beer and everything like that.
yeah,
It's
I
interesting.
work in OTR, so it's cool to see just how much that's come up
Yeah,
and how
I love Rheingeist. That's my place.
See, if they could make a decent fucking beer.
What?
I know.
What beer do you not think is decent?
I don't like IPAs.
Okay,
IPAs
they are very heavy on the IPAs, but I'll give them this. They've made a lot of darker. They made a couple really
I
good
do like
milk
their.
stouts.
I like their porter is
Yeah.
really good. As girly and dumb as it is, I like their bubbles.
Bubbles.
Bubbles is good.
Bubbles.
I don't like
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Wowie's really good too.
Maui
What is it?
wowie.
It's called Wowie. It's like a pineapple passion fruit cider.
Ooh,
I just want
that
them to
would be
make
good.
a Rheingeist equivalent of Blue Moon. I know that's how basic I am.
Shut your murderous fat mouth.
Thanks, Charles Gordon.
I want to say they have a wheat, but it's not like an orange wheat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
but-
There was one called like. I'm gonna get so much shit for this, but I think it was called like Daddy.
Dad. Yeah.
Dad.
Yeah.
Call me daddy.
Call me daddy. Yeah,
I could deal with that.
Dad's good. They make a dunkel that's really
Yeah.
good. They don't make it very often.
I just want a drink that I can sit on their rooftop and drink
I love
many
the rooftop.
That's Jägermeister.
Liberal.
You don't like Jägermeister?
It's fine.
Tell me this is
Not
bad.
like in mass quantities because I'm not 22, but
I'm not 22 either, and I drink entire bottles in one
no.
sitting.
Honestly, it just reminds me of like my
Party days.
like my 20s where it was just like it never sounded like a good idea until it was, and then it was.
How you feel about tequila?
Oh, I love tequila.
Yeah.
I've never had a bad tequila moment though.
I
haven't either.
I think that's
I had
why.
one, but it wasn't even bad. It was just I was outside laying on a porch swing, contemplating passing out or going to my bed.
Yeah.
You know. But then later that night, I threw up in my floor and was just like, "Fuck it, I don't care."
The only terrible liquor experience, I cannot drink dark rum anymore.
Yep, I'm in the same place.
Yeah, I drank probably almost a fifth of Sailor Jerry's. That wasn't even mine, and then I passed out in a pool. So don't recommend passing out in a pool.
Was it during the day?
No,
I've done that.
It was
That
during the
sucks.
night.
That's just dangerous.
We
Passing out in the pool.
smell like?
It was my friend's boyfriend insisted that we watch Spirited Away, and I'm like, why? We're in our 20s on vacation. Why are we watching like anime? And I just drank a shit ton of dark rum, and then we decided to go swimming, and yeah,
What the fuck, man?
I'm just having fun.
I don't know
Oh,
what that was,
gosh.
but yeah.
That was a little bargain Bob for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no dark rum.
No dark rum. No.
If you've got time after the show, we'll show you old bargain Bob.
I need to see this now. Apparently,
He's playing the shit out of it.
Hey, I'm loving bargain
apparently
Bob.
I've heard the audio of Bargain Bob, but
You can
not-
only imagine what it looks like.
I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it only lasts about 90 seconds, and then you're done.
No.
Oh,
It's like a cameo video.
I'm sure we've heard more than 90 seconds of it tonight.
Probably so. Probably so. But hey, it is going to be our time this week, folks. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We had quite a few viewers tonight, and I really didn't respond to a lot of the comments. They were not racist this week, so I'm happy.
I was
going to
say, was
Yay!
it racist?
Yeah. So that was good. Just to clarify here, Big Dirt says Jerry struck me as the kind of guy to be walking around in a G-string, not PJs. The G-string's under the PJs, son.
To clarify to viewers, he does walk his dog in those PJ pants.
Yes, I do. When you showed up, walking my dog. Yeah.
The funny thing is, they're Stewie PJ pants, and he fucking hates Family Guy.
Yeah,
which I don't get.
Dude, I got them because I only wear them because they were gifted to me.
Oh,
You
okay.
hate
And they're
wearing
comfy.
them.
It's not that I hate wearing them. I just hate Family Guy.
No, it's a hate wear. You're hate wearing them.
yeah, kind of
Yeah,
something like that.
hate fucking. But okay.
Yeah,
Hate wear. That's awesome.
I don't know. But yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. I want to thank everybody who has liked our Facebook page this week and who has subscribed. Speaking of subscribing, make sure you click that like and subscribe button. I'm pretty sure everybody watching tonight probably already subscribed, but do it anyway. If you like us, tell a friend. If you hate us, tell 10 friends. Yeah, I forget where my rant was fucking going with that, but that's where it ended. So I'd like to thank Brittany for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, no problem. We'll definitely have to have you back. We had a lot of comments on the
I'm gonna have you
YouTube.
and Brad on at the same
Yes.
time.
Can I plug Dumptron?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
It is July 7th this year at Southgate House Revival, and we will be also launching our podcast, Trash Like Us, within the next few weeks. So stay
Can I please be
tuned.
on it?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna do a segment of where we have people watch trash shows just cold that you've never seen before.
That's awesome. I
and
want to
you
do
give us their
that.
feedback. Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll
Heck yeah.
definitely.
And you can tell them to go themselves.
I need to find the uncensored.
Yeah, you really do.
Oh man.
So good. So good. But yeah, thanks Brittany for coming on. Thanks everybody who
Appreciate
watched, who liked and subscribed, all that fun stuff. Thank you Chubbs for hitting us with the funny sounds. Thank you Dusty B for hitting us with the visual effects.
Some of the
there.
memes.
Yeah, the memes
Memes.
throughout the night. And yeah, that's it. I got nobody else to thank. Thank the fans. I thanked everybody here. I think we're good to go. Thank my asshole dog Rico for making me get up and show everybody my fucking PJ pants. Asshole. But yeah, one thing I do want to talk about before we get off here though. we are capable of doing video calls now. It's only I tried to do the Skype thing, but apparently you have to pay for it.
Boo.
So fuck Skype. So the only way you can actually be like a phone in or video in guest on the show is if you're on my friends list on Facebook. So that's the only way I figure. I don't know if I can do video calls from the page.
I know we'd have to try.
I'll have to check it out, but I've only tested it through like my friends and shit.
Yeah,
on my
and it
Facebook
sounds
page.
nice, and actually it's like pretty good quality.
It looks good. It sounds good.
When you call in, it's just a wide angle shot. It's not. It's not like you'll get like a single person.
Camera.
Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, so be on the lookout for that. Maybe next week we'll get a video in guest. Maybe we'll do Bruce. He's been wanting to do that like forever.
Yeah, he's every time he's on the show he asks about it because he knows he's gonna be on it. So yeah.
Charles Gordon, I'm not gonna Skype you, but if you add me on Facebook or something, maybe we'll call you in. Who the fuck knows? But yeah, just new things we're trying to roll out. This whole year is about changing and upgrading and getting bigger and better. And we're trying to bring that to you. So be on the lookout for that.
Some big testicles to pull this off, bro.
That's right. But thanks to everybody again. We are gonna get the fuck out of here. Me and Dusty gotta get some sleep. We got like a 5-6 hour drive ahead of us tomorrow morning. So we're gonna get the fuck out of here. Once you guys go to sleep, we gotta go to sleep. Thank you again, Brittany, for coming on. We'd love to have you back on if you would come back on. That is, we don't get a lot of repeat female visitors.
It's hard to get chicks in his basement.
Yeah.
With 3 dudes.
I mean, I could see.
It's super hard.
See that.
Yeah. How's that beer?
Go ahead and sit down, cunt.
It was good. Yeah, we're gonna keep it to 1, but it was delish.
We got like 4 or 5 more in there. You can have. You must not have gave her the
I don't
right
really
one,
want to
Chubbs.
see the other side of the basement. So.
I can show you. There's bugs and shit over there, literally.
Nice.
Thanks
for that. I'm gonna pass, but thanks.
Fair enough. But that's gonna be our time this week, folks.
Right.
Thanks again, everybody. We are the fuck out of here. I'm your host, Jerry Saylor.
I'm Leopard Slobby Dusty B.
I'm chubby friendly. Chusty friendly.
Chesty friendly.
And I'm hoping to get out of here live. So.
Oh shit.
Peace out and fuck you, Toby.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! What that smell like?
Milk sticky. 666.
My mom hasn't texted me, so hopefully she did not watch.
Did you tell